CIVILRIGHTSAGENDA-COM. I'm Keita Williams. We are honored today to have with us Representative Thad McClammy, one of the longest ranking Alabama representatives, state representatives, actually representing District 76, and encompasses the western corridor of
And
Montgomery.
south and east, I mean, under this new configuration, although we challenged it in the Supreme Court and they ruled with us, so we'll probably be joined on those elections.
So there was a shift in the.
Well, it was a dual shift. That was a shift of 2 additional seats from adjacent counties that came in. So that shifted us more, but the main thing, we ended up, like I said, with 2 additional seats.
Okay. And so those areas, those
Both of those areas primarily came in territory that I previously represented.
previously, oh yeah, I understand.
So I shifted probably more than anyone because I gave up more, because although some of them didn't have that much population, I think, I'm thinking one of them might have had more than 1,000, not voters, but population of more than 1,000. Other one maybe a little less than 1,000, but they didn't have 2. They still became a part of what we call the local delegation. That means even though they don't live in Montgomery County, they still vote on matters that pertain to Montgomery County, since they have that small piece of representation.
And speaking of matters, it's my understanding there's an election coming up. Is it August?
Yeah, municipal.
Municipal elections, not state, municipal elections, and that would be for the mayoral seat as well as the city council.
9 city council seats.
9, all 9 are up for?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, just to understand the demographics here in Montgomery, Alabama's demographics are, I believe, 60%, 61%.
On registered voters in this municipal race, 61% of the registered voters are black, 39% white.
I see. Now, when I actually visited the website and looked at the listing and saw the pictures and everything of those on city council, it didn't seem to represent those numbers.
Well, you have a classic case of gerrymandering. You have, and in fact, we had the same, like I said, these new piece came in and everything. We ended up with, in many instances, from 10 to 20%, or really maybe 30% a lot of the time, more black voters in some of these seats that ensure a black anyway. So what happened when you stack all of these people in one seat, like in the city council, you have some city council seats that are maybe 95, 96% black voters in the seat, and you only need, realistically, anything from 55% and above. But you're sitting there with 95, so you got 40% of wasted voters to keep it a safe seat.
I don't understand.
Well, when you move these many black voters into a seat that's held by a black council person, then you end up with just a handful of whites. And if you had the excess from 4 seats, it works out that realistically you should have 6 majority black seats. If the numbers were, if you really were adhering to what's called the one man, one vote plus one.
Absolutely.
You don't need 6 people to cast one vote.
Sure.
So so once you get past that 55%, like I said, you get anywhere, from in those seats that are currently held um, by black council persons. Um, all of them are overpopulated with black voters. They're more than 30%. So if you were to adjust those voters back into at least two of the seats that are held by whites, then you end up with a 6-3 black majority.
Well, let me understand this, because I'm still having trouble grasping this, because it sounds like everywhere, where every area or every section that we're talking about, there's still a majority black vote voting district.
In these 6 years, there are 6 areas that there is. There are only 3 areas that
Or not.
are not.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I got it. Okay, I've got it. So now I'm trying. I can't quite recall who all the city council members are right now. I know for my particular district it is Mr. Calhoun, um, and I'm not very familiar with the others. Getting to know everybody here in Montgomery.
In Calhoun is 5. You have 4 is Burkett. 6 is Dow. And 3 is Larkin.
I see.
7, that I live in is I have a white council person. Arts Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of them seats that, as configured, it has about, it's 50+% black. But the reality of it is, with the adjustments that it should be about a 70% black registered voters seat.
And those adjustments that would be
A distribution of the population
I see.
in an orderly fashion, rather than just picking up a pocket here, a pocket there. See, because with these computer uh, programs, that when you draw these seats, they first laid out by census tracts,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're color coded. So when you get ready to do a seat, all you gotta do is hit this button, hit that button, and then.
Hmm.
Now that may be there. It might look like an octopus or something, which it shouldn't. But if you just did it, what we call, and that's how we won our suit in the U.S. Supreme Court. In fact, it was heard on the 12th of November of 2014, but they ruled on the 25th of March, which was the end of the sales of Montgomery
Mm-hmm.
voters' rights.
Mm-hmm.
So, and but in that, the state of Alabama's own code says that you know, unless it's absolutely necessary, you do not break county lines.
Ah.
And so, and what they did, in order to get all of us packed in there, not only they broke the county lines to do it, they brought 2 seats. They took one of the seats that, was within Montgomery County and took it into Elmo County, and they brought 2 more in. But, so we ended up with, in Montgomery County, all of us, we ended up with 3 black seats with more than 70%. And then one of the seats that came in across the line, all of them had a lot of voters, but that person ended up with 80%. And if they had left those 2 seats out and made everybody say that you could divide the population by 5 in Montgomery County, and nobody needs to come in, nobody needs to go out.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the seats are 3-3 under that configuration. We would end up with 4-2 um, black seats. Yeah, which right now, like I say, it's out of, and because we have 1-1 on Senate seats.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a Mexican standoff, basically. Although, um, and I think ultimately when the adjustments are made, that's what we end up with.
I see.
Because we were one of the, Montgomery County was one of those counties where the state did not adhere to its own standard, and this was set in 1902.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's how you should, that's how you should design. You should keep everybody, and then you go to the smaller devices like the census tracts and etc.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta stay within them, not just cherry pick
Mm-hmm.
where there's a lot of blacks and stack them in, because you lose, on average about 30% of the value of your vote. You don't need that many people for it to be a safe seat. So
Mm-hmm.
these are just extra votes,
Just extra.
which clearly violates the one person, one vote principle.
Ah,
Because you got too many people for one vote.
that's it. That's it.
You don't need 90%,
Mm-hmm.
like what you said, for one vote.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
you got enough votes in one seat for 2 votes.
Huh. I see. I see. Okay. When it's broken down that way, I think that anybody can understand.
But here,